Well, tonight the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, you remember I told you that, we're going to start to see the Democrat Shill start to come out and use the same old playbook. Now, we know their playbook is to insult, demean, belittle black people because they feel that is the way to get you to go out and vote Democrat. Now, a lot of the Shills are upset about what happened in Louisiana the other day. They're very, very upset about that. And you have to understand the Shills get their paychecks based on delivering of the black vote for Democrats. I mean, they do. It's an economy to do that. If I really wanted to get a bag, I would go Team Democrat and join them and just sell you out. But I can't live with myself knowing that I sold out everybody just so I can get a check. That's not right, because you know what? You can get paid and still keep the respect of the community. It may take you a little longer that way, but hey, it's better to go the route of the tortoise instead of the route of the hare. So I was on the TikTok streets, just thumbing through there, and I wasn't really looking for content because I was actually going to make a podcast actually on something else. But when I seen this particular video, I said, oh, we got to review this one because this is right up our alley here. And I've been talking about, we're going to see more and more of this. So let's cue up this video. Of course, I'll stop it at certain points and then I'll jump back on camera. But, we'll do our thing on reviewing it. So let's get started.
Y'all, the chaos is the point. The chaos is the point. Republicans know that they cannot win anything honestly and earnestly with the votes. So what they have decided to do is break the system. And what's sad about this entire enterprise is that the people are too stupid to realize this. Case in
So she already starts off with insults, calling people stupid. Oh, it's going to get better from there. And I'm going to tell you, this woman was using so much foul language, ladies and gentlemen. It took me a hot minute to go and silence all those words that this woman's going to use. So just brace yourself.
Every single person who running around here screaming and hollering, the Democrats got to earn my vote. You're dumb. You know why? Because voting is a zero-sum game. So if they don't earn your vote, guess what? The other team gets it.
Stop right there, because that's a running propaganda that they try to run on you, and simple mathematics would actually bust out that propaganda. They have told you if you don't go out and vote Democrat, then the Republican going to get your vote by default. 1 minus 1 equals 0. So if I got to vote, and I don't vote for you because you expect my vote, so that means there's a vote taken away from you, right? So that means 0. That is the dumbest thing ever, and y'all have allowed these people to come out and lie like this to you and propagandize this. That if you don't vote for them, it's a vote for the other side. And, oh, you don't want to vote for a Republican, do you? So you got to come vote for us. I mean, listen, I'm not bad as him, but hey, you don't want to give a vote for them. They're racist. And they're going to destroy, democracy. And we have established that the Democrats do not believe in democracy. Chicago, New York, the situation with reparations, anything that black folks ask for, because black folks are the biggest base of the Democrat Party, they don't listen to us at all. They do whatever they want to do. We don't have a true democracy where we have a voice and they're going to listen to us, because black folks vote big time for the Democrats. So don't let them tell you, don't let them shame you and say, if you don't go out there and vote Democrat, then you're going to put Trump back in, or you're going to put whoever else. If it's not Trump, whoever. You're going to put them in office. Don't let them do that, because the math, like they say today, the math ain't mathing. If you don't want to say, look, I ain't voting for you, I'm not voting for him. None of y'all getting my vote, period. And like I told y'all before, if you're just so emotional about Republicans, because some of you still are, because I've seen comments, I think, today. Well, Phil, I'm sick of them Democrats. I'm so sick of them people, but I ain't never voting for them Republicans. You still emotional. I get it. It's because you're emotional. Fine. Don't vote for them. Just don't give your vote to Democrat. I don't care if you don't give it to nobody. I said that. That's been my position. If you don't want to give it to nobody, cool with me. If you want to do a protest vote, cool with me too. If you want to do a third party, awesome. I'm good. Just don't give it to the Democrats. That's the only thing that I say. because the Democrats got to know not to play with the black community, period. So that way I've covered every person that will say something to me. The ones that just got to vote, the ones that just can't vote for Republican, and the ones that's not emotional and will do it just to even spite the Democrats. So let's continue with this woman here, because don't let them lie to you saying that you don't vote for them, you're giving it to the other side. That's the dumbest thing ever. Just like that statement, vote blue no matter who. I was thinking about that statement today. Vote blue no matter who. So if Satan himself was running for public office, based on that logic of vote blue no matter who, you would vote for Satan himself. Vote blue no matter who. Okay, what is someone that's a freaking molester of children? Because they got a D in front of their name, that means vote for him too? Because that means, remember, vote blue no matter who. That's a statement. Whoever put that out here and said and got that in y'all mind, vote blue no matter who, how did y'all fall for that? Y'all, that's not even logical to say. You don't vote blue no matter who. You don't vote red no matter who. You just say, no, I need to see what you about. What's your record? If you have one, what are you going to do for the black community? Period. You got to vet every person and see if they line up for what you need from them as a community, individually, etc. So just as it's asinine to say, well, if you don't vote for us, you're giving it to the other side. Well, vote blue no matter who is even worse than that.
The fault, ho. You wanting to earn your vote so that you don't suffer by the other team's hand is akin to you saying, I'm hungry as somebody from McDonald's better show up at my goddamn door immediately to feed me, or I'm going to be mad at McDonald's. Baby, McDonald's is not losing out because your stupid won't get up and go get something to eat. You are. Black people and minorities have had the right to vote unfettered in this country for a little over 50 years now. Do you actually think that a system which was created and reinforced for centuries to oppress us will automatically flip on its head and change without your hard work and participation? No, hell, but
Lord Jesus. I mean, look, you went to a camera and put your face up there like that. I mean, seriously? Oh, Lord. I mean, this is your Democrat shield, folks. This is the people that's going to be cursing us out for the next, almost year.
Like, we're almost there. We're almost there, which is why the Republicans are now trying to break the system. And we could get there faster and easier if y'all would just get up off your and vote. Our political
Y'all, that's gonna solve every problem if you just blindly vote. Blind voting. And where have we gotten by blind voting? Vote blue no matter who? Where we've gotten? Has things gotten better for black people? No, not at all. Actually, black people are starting to wake up. So we're not falling for the same old tricks that were told before as a collective. Every day, black people are waking up. The Democrats are in trouble with the black community, ma'am. But let's continue.
System is dependent upon the participation of the people. When it was created, that only meant rich white landowners. But now that everybody...
No, it meant rich enslavers, ma'am. Not landowners, enslavers. Get the history right. When they wrote all the Constitution, our people was on plantations, ma'am. Why are you trying to give revisionist history? They were freaking colonizing enslavers.
Can participate, except for people who have been convicted of felonies, which is a whole nother TikTok. But now that everybody can participate, these see that they are outnumbered. But guess what? Y'all too stupid to use your power and go get rid of these. So they still out here creating chaos. And they are about to dismantle the entire system so that nobody has any rights.
When have Republicans said they're going to dismantle the entire system? They depend on the same system that Democrats depend on. Let's call it what it is. Republicans got one view of how white supremacy should work, and Democrats have a view on how white supremacy should work. That's all. Now, do Republicans, you say they're going to take away everybody's rights. You know what? Let's go on that. Good. He said that? Yes, I said it, because at least everybody have their rights taken away, right? See, what the Democrats will do is take away black people's rights systemically, and they'll give rights, I don't know, to migrants. They'll give millions up to billions of dollars to migrants to just come right in. They will give Social Security to 200,000 Ukrainians that just come right into our country, but they talking about Social Security is not going to be here, but yet they got Social Security money for 200,000 Ukrainians that quietly came to America, and they're not talking about all the Ukrainians that came over here, right? Then we're looking at Asian hate crime bills, making sure to take care of them. Biden gave them some money with executive order during that time period. We're looking at all the money that went to Ukraine. Now they're talking about giving more money to Israel. He just announced today, I retweeted it, that he's going to give $100 million to Palestine to help them with their humanitarian aid and all of that. So unlimited checks for everybody, kind of like Oprah. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. Well, with Biden and them, you get money, you get a hate crime bill, you get protections, you get to stay in the shelter, you get to get your rent paid, everybody getting something. So what are you talking about? At least the Republicans, I will say this, they're not going to be giving everybody that stuff, especially the people that's coming straight over. What Republican city had been doing that? Which ones? So I mean, they're not going to destroy anything. They're just going to do things a lot different, but they depend on the same system, ma'am. But that's that fear tactics that they do to y'all to try to get y'all to vote for Democrat. Oh my God, they're going to destroy everything. You remember the Georgia voting bill that they done? Remember, they had said at the time that bill is Jim Crow 2.0. And then we went through the bill and we talked about during Jim Crow. There were poll taxes black people had to pay. There were literacy tests that black people had to pass. Tests like, well, how many marbles is in this jar? Like, tests designed for you to fail. You don't know how many marbles in a jar. Black people at that time period didn't really know how to read. So you giving them a written test to pass, and they don't even know how to read like that. Only maybe a few, but not many. That Georgia election bill didn't even have nothing like that resemble Jim Crow. You didn't have the Klan waiting for black people to go chase them away from the voting, according to that law. And then when it came out after the law, they reported more black people voted after the Georgia election law than prior to it. This is the lies that they tell, the propaganda they put out there. And then they want to get mad when you read a bill. They want to get mad when you actually look at facts and debunk what they're saying and debunk their fear tactics. I told y'all use a fear tactic card already. You only get it one time. You can't use they're going to take your rights away no more. You can't use, they're going to put you back in slavery. You can't use, this is Jim Crow. You can't use, that Trump going to get y'all if he get back in office. You used all that already. You're going to have to actually do something for black people to get them back on your side. But let's continue.
Because you over here buying in the propaganda like elections got to be popularity contests. These people are being hired for a job to write the laws that run your life. And if you don't have a say in this, you are basically saying whatever these say, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Now you remember the video from Chicago with the Mudson Park Fieldhouse. And you remember when everybody came out there and said, no, we don't want nobody here in our field house. This is for this community. It was a resounding no, okay? What did Brandon Johnson and do in Chicago? Well, I'm going to put it on hold. But then you know what hold start looking like? Oh, cut the employees down to one employee. Start moving people out and telling them they got reduced hours to the field house. Saying they can't do this and that in the field house anymore. They got to go somewhere else. That's not democracy at all. So what are y'all talking about by participating in democracy when they don't listen to the people whatsoever? Authoritarian regimes operate like that, where they do whatever they want to do and don't listen to the people whatsoever.
The more we all suffer. I'm going to say it one more time for the mother in the back. The less you participate, the
And listen, this woman is in the what at the end is like a little dog. She's saying the B word. Like I said, I'm just letting y'all know what she's saying. She's just using every cuss word in the book to try to talk to black folk. Let's continue.
Here's the gag. We could actually get to a point where you're like, show me what the you got so you can earn my vote. We could get to that point if y'all would participate. But not enough of us participate for the people who want the job to even be afraid of it.
But let me step in and say this. Now, on this podcast, you know that we already have that power already. What is she talking about? She's not educated. Because if she knew that the Democrat Party cannot win an election without black people. We have shown that here. We'll put that back up. Keep that in your mind. The Democrats cannot win not even a sheriff position. They can't win a mayorship. They can't win city council. They can't win nothing without black people. So we are in a great position to tell the Democrats what they're going to do for us. And if they're not prepared to do something for us, we don't worry. We know how to handle that. We know how to handle it. We either say we ain't voting for now one of y'all, sit it out. We'll vote Republican or we'll vote third party. But regardless, we're not going to give you the vote until you do what we tell you do. See, when you tell them what they're going to do and say, if you're not prepared to do what we tell you do, don't worry about it. We're going to benign and neglect you on election day. Go get your votes from everybody else you're prioritizing. Go get your votes from the Ukrainians that came over here. Go get your votes from the other migrants that came over here. Go holler at the Asian community. Where's the Asian people cussing out Asians about voting Democrat? Let's have that conversation. Biden and the Democrats should be targeting all kind of ads. They should be sending Kamala Harris to the Asian communities. Everywhere where Asians are located, they should be sending her there and say, hey, come out and vote Democrat because remember, we gave y'all a hate crime bill. So we need y'all to come out and vote. They have a right to go and ask the Asian community to vote for them. I totally agree that Asians should vote Democrat completely because they got something out of Democrats. And Asians is not going to go out and vote for Democrat like that. I promise you they're not going to wholesale vote. Some of them will, but they're not going to vote because studying their trends, their votes are split. Hispanics, their votes are split. White people, the majority of them vote Republican, but they may vote Democrat if the Republican is messing up. So they may say, okay, I'm going to vote for the Democrats. But on the normal voting, most white people vote Republican, period, hands down. So go and ask the Asian community to come out and vote. Go and start cussing them out, ma'am. Start calling them stupid, ma'am. Why are we the people that we got to get talked down to like that? This woman must have been watching Boule Martin. She got to be a disciple of Boule Martin because that's his thing, to be cussing black people out, calling you stupid, calling you Simple Simon. I mean, shoot, I'm waiting for her to say that next. Is she auditioning for some Boule money from the Democrats? I guess she is, but let's continue.
They know they ain't got to show up for you. They know they ain't got to prove to you because you're not going to show up to fire them if they don't. That's like you asking for a special menu item at McDonald's but never showing up to buy it. Why the would they be incentivized to make your a special menu item if you don't even show up to purchase said menu item?
Ma'am, black people in America vote more than any other group. And they vote heavily Democrat. You wouldn't even have Biden in office and black people didn't show up to vote. Okay? So, ma'am, stop lying. Now, do people sit at home? Sure. But black folks always show up to vote, so that's a lie.
That's how ridiculous this is. Y'all keep hollering about people got to earn your votes, but we are not in the power position for that because you don't show up to vote. If you showed...
As we stated before, lies, and more lies. You are in a very powerful position to dictate the Democrats what they gonna do for you. Oh, that's a lie. But let's continue.
In droves to vote, maybe, just maybe, some of these legislators will be like, let me do my job so I don't get fired. Would you do your job if your boss never fucking showed up to evaluate your, tell you, you gotta do this, this, and this, or you losing your job? Would you do your fucking job if your boss didn't give a fuck? We are the bosses, and they know we don't give a fuck.
Ma'am, are you trying to say black people are so ignorant that they cannot do their jobs unless a supervisor's over them? Ma'am, when I worked jobs for other people, I wanted to always do my job for one. That's what I was hired to do it. I want to get my paycheck, right? Number two, I didn't want no supervisor around me. I didn't want them. I didn't want to see them. The less I saw them, the better. And I know there's a lot of other black people feel the same way. We don't need to be micromanaged by no supervisor. Basically what you're saying, speak for yourself. If you're not going to do your job unless your supervisor watching you or evaluating you, that shows your maturity level. Don't be speaking on all black people like that.
We show them every election period. The Republican Party is creating chaos to derail our democracy and destroy our system of government, and y'all are helping them by not showing up. Vote, ho!
Yeah, I'm very motivated to get out there and vote now, especially when I'm told vote ho. I didn't know that I was a hoe. Didn't know that. I mean, I don't practice hoe behavior. Not at all. I mean, I'm with my wife and I'm sticking to my house with my kids. So, why are you calling me that name, ma'am? But every word was MF for this and be that. And you see how these Democrat shills talk down to black people. But let me tell y'all something. You should be very, very offended when they talk to you that way. None of these Democrat shills don't go talk to white people like that. They don't go tell white people that. White people sit out elections too. Not all white people go out and vote. Some white people vote Republican. White people vote Democrat. Some white people vote third party. She don't go tell Hispanics that sit out elections. She don't definitely tell Asians that. Arabs, anybody who's registered to vote. She says nothing, or it's not just her, but it's the entity of the Democrat shield, right? They don't do this. This is why you should be very, very angry when you see these type of videos. If they did this to everybody, you can say, okay, well, that's their thing. They want to do this to everybody. But no, they only come out and do that to us. You remember when Jason Lee was literally doing the exact same thing, trying to talk down to black people, tell him about Kamala Harris and all of that, right? We are not going to sit and take the disrespect. We're not going to be belittled like that. No. We're not going to be talked down to like we're less than human being. Just as much as you respect white people, Asians, Hispanics, anybody else, you're going to respect black people. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, talking to somebody like that, that's abusive. You get more people to listen to you when you talk with common sense. You actually show facts. That's the thing. See, more and more people every day is messaging me, and even those who are 65 and up, some of them, who are the faithful Democrat voters, some of them, when you keep presenting facts, when you show people what's the deal, what's going on, and you consistent with it, instead of using Democrat talking points, vote blue no matter who, that sort of thing. When you show people things, they make up their own minds in the end. All you have to do is put the information out there. And notice, we get on this microphone, we don't cuss people out. We don't belittle people. We just show people exactly what's happening to them. We show people that, okay, you voted for Democrats. Look who the Democrats are prioritizing. You voted for Democrats. You need help. Look where all your money going. See, this is what you shills don't do. See, give an account for all the billions of dollars that's gone out to everybody except Black America. See, give an account for that. You won't give an account for it because you're not here to be intellectual with black people. And you don't have to be so intellectual where a person can't understand you. That's a statement called keep it simple, stupid. It's just a statement of saying, keep it where everybody can understand it. You want everybody to understand it. Some people don't want to hear all them, you talking crazy or using big words. Then y'all not even using big words. You're using the most ignorant words you can find. And then that's the thing. A lot of these shills they use are college educated. You ran up all that student loan debt and you talking like you don't have no education? Why did you get $100, $200, $300,000 in debt? And then the way you got to communicate with people has to be using the same words that someone who has no education use. How are you better, at least with your, diction and your linguistic ability? How are you better? By using those words every other freaking time you're talking to black people. But those same people, when they go talk to white people, they speaking real soft. They're speaking clear and great English. They night and day when they talking to white people. I've seen them do it. They respect white people. They don't respect black people. So this is why they talk to you that way. Same thing with Boulay Martin. He disrespect you, but he don't ever go disrespect white people who set out elections. There are plenty of white people who set it out. Plenty. And not one time has he ever go cuss them out. You see him, he taking pictures with the folks. From here on out, be very offended when you see a video like that. Be very, very offended. You can't get people to vote for you by talking down to them. That's like trying to make a woman love you, but you're verbally abusing her. You calling her every vile name in the book. Well, I only did it because I love you. Most people say, okay, you're verbally abusive, man. Or if it's a woman doing it to a man, she's verbally abusive. Why do we have to be verbally abused to vote? We deal with enough abuse in America. Someone that's constantly verbally abusing you eventually affects your mental health. It can make you depressed. It can make you all kind of ways, right? So why would you sit up here and listen to anyone verbally abuse you, demean you, make you feel like you're just so dumb? Why would you listen to that? They have no respect for you, these Democrat shills. They don't. See, I don't have to do that to you. Sister Vicky, she don't talk to you that way. Sister Demetria, she don't talk to y'all that way. So many people that I have on our platform, they tell y'all all the time, and they don't ever demean anybody to do it. And yet people tune in all the time. People tuning in now. You know what people have messaged me and told me? I appreciate that you don't use foul language in your commentary because I can listen to your commentary in front of my kids. Or I can listen to your commentary when I'm in the doctor's office or wherever the place may be. What if I was talking like that woman? She couldn't listen to me, in a doctor's office or somewhere where a bunch of kids. I know some people say, kids hear words all the time. It's not about what kids hearing. And I think that's ignorant to say that too. Maybe we should listen to more programming with people trying to use the English language than using those same 4, 5 letter words, 3 letter words that just makes us sound so ignorant. You understand? And we're going to continue to make sure that we communicate, with our people the best way we can. Even if I'm upset, I make sure not to say certain things, right? Because words carry and words matter. Words can stick to you a lot more than somebody punching you in the face. Trust me on that. So you don't want to demean people. Now, correction is one thing. You can correct somebody and put your foot up their butt correcting them. Oh, yes, you can. I believe in correction. But even with correction, you don't have to do it in a way where you're demeaning them and humiliating them. You still can give people a swift kick in the butt. It's just the way you say things, right? So anyone that come to you talking like that, like you tell them, I'm not motivated to vote after listening to you. Matter of fact, I don't want to vote at all listening to you. Why would I vote for people that like that? You their representative? No, I don't want to vote for you or that party. Forget that, man. Don't disrespect me. Go ask them. Do you go talk to white people like that? Go ask them that. Go ask them. We're going to see more and more of this as the election, come out. The different, elections that may come along the way. But we're going to pay attention to these results and see what's going on. But they're going to be, Lord, they're going to be so mad. Ooh, they're going to be mad. They're going to be mad and cussing people out. You remember Boule? I think I remember the last other election they had. I mean, Boule was cussing all of us out. Me, Vicky, Tariq, everybody. We was all getting cussed out, but I love it. If Boule cussed me out, I take that as a badge of honor. 'Cause I know I'm doing my job. But we will stay on it. Y'all let me know if y'all ever seeing these videos of these people cussing us out. Send it to me. I greatly appreciate it because we want to break down what they're actually saying and want you to know exactly how to combat them if they even try to approach you in that manner.